Thank you for being here. We're here today to announce the filing of a major state constitutional challenge to Louisiana's license for African hair braiding. Louisiana now requires 500 hours of training for a person to practice the simple skill of hair braiding. And the Institute for Justice, the nation's law firm for liberty, is again bringing a challenge to the state's ability to require a person to meet unnecessary prerequisites before going into their job. IJ exists to protect the foundations of a free society, and one of the cornerstone foundations of a free society is a person's economic liberty. Your right to go into business free from unreasonable governmental restrictions. And here today to explain more how this case fulfills that mission is IJ attorney Jamie Kavanaugh. Jamie?
Thanks, Wesley. So we're here today to announce the filing of a state constitutional challenge to Louisiana's hair braiding license. Hair braiding is a safe, time-tested practice that has existed for thousands of years. Unlike modern forms of cosmetology, it doesn't involve the use of harsh chemicals, dyes, or even hot tools. Despite all of this, Louisiana has crafted the most burdensome specialty braiding license anywhere in the country. To get the license, a braider must take 500 hours of mostly irrelevant courses that cost thousands of dollars, and then pass an exam and pay fees to the state every single year. This isn't just wrong, it's unconstitutional. That's because the Louisiana state constitution protects the right to work in the occupation of one's choosing, free from unreasonable government interference. And the braiding license has real-world consequences. In fact, braiders around the state are leaving to go to other states where they can braid freely. In Texas, Arkansas, and Mississippi, braiders can work without the need for a license. What's safe there doesn't suddenly become dangerous when done here in Louisiana. And 27 states around the country allow braiders to work freely with no need for a license. This majority of states recognize that licensing braiders doesn't offer any public benefits, but it does cause real economic harms. And the problem with overregulation isn't limited to braiding or the cosmetology world. Unfortunately, occupational licensing is a growing problem nationwide. In the 1950s, just 1 in 20 workers needed a government license to do their job. Today, that number has exploded to about 1 in 4. And that's why the Institute for Justice is here standing with these braiders to bring this lawsuit. A victory in this case will do even more than free the state's braiders. A victory here will ensure the right of all Louisianans to work in the occupation of their choosing, free from unreasonable government interference. And now you'll get to hear briefly from 2 of the plaintiffs in this lawsuit. We'll start with Lynn Schofield.
I am Lynn Schofield, the owner of Afro Touch Hair Braiding Salon, the first African hair braiding salon in Louisiana. I wanted to franchise, but I couldn't. The braiders are leaving the state, and I'm very excited to put this license down for me and for all the braiders for the state of Louisiana.
Thank you, Lynn. And now you'll hear from Lynn's niece, Ashley Ndapri.
Hi, my name is Ashley Ndapri. I've been part of this whole hair braiding journey with my aunt since I was born. Braiding is part of our culture in Africa. We do not need a license for this. I mean, I've been doing this since I was young. I don't understand why I have to go to school or anybody has to go to school to do what is already in our culture. And once we get to the school, who's gonna really teach us how to do what we've been doing for years? It's been part of our lives, our tradition. I don't understand. And as part of management for AfroTouch, I do not see myself closing down a business that's been open for more than 20 years just to go to school for 6 months or more to get a license to learn unnecessary tools that I'm never going to use. All we need to braid is our hands. It's an art and it's tradition. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we're happy to take a couple questions.
Sure. Ashley, tell us how long it would take for there to be a change if this license went away.
If this license went away, it'll be quick. As soon as these women find out that they can freely come in here and work and make some money, it'll change really quick, actually. And we weren't able to do that right now because nobody wants to come to work because of this whole situation.
So, Jamie, tell us about what makes Louisiana's grading license different than other states.
Well, Louisiana requires 500 hours of largely irrelevant courses, and one of the major problems with the braiding license here is that even though the state has over 50 cosmetology schools, only one school currently offers the braiding courses, and that school is 4.5 hours from New Orleans in Monroe, Louisiana.
Okay, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.